My man Nate, man. Shout out to Nate, bro.
What up, what up, what up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? You are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank y'all for your continued support of the pod. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Sportsway with Dre Day podcast is the name. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Oh, man. This video here, where do I begin? Where do I begin? See, I wanted to come on here and be in a good mood because Duke was headed to the Final Four. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I'm sure like a lot of people out there that watch this game, especially Duke fans, hell, even UConn fans, was very, very much flabbergasted of what happened. And I would just say the last minute of that game, I'm sure a lot of people are still shocked and just in a daze right now for what happened in those last in that last minute. It was an instant choke job once again by the Duke Blue Devils. There's no other way around it. This was another choke job by the Duke Blue Devils. Now, if you remember last year, Duke was in the Final Four against the Houston Cougars, and they choked that away. Okay? So we all remember that one. So there's no need to revisit that. If you know, you know. If you didn't, that's on you. But for this one right here, not only did you blow a 19-point lead, which is tied for, I think, the 5th or 6th lead choke in the history of the NCAA tournament. Obviously, the talk is going to be that last possession by Duke. I'm not counting the one that ended the game because obviously 0.3 seconds left. You're trying to throw the ball full court. Obviously, you're not going to get anything off. I'm talking about the play before that. When Duke was up by 2 points, they was up 72-70. And for whatever the reason may be, I don't know what they was thinking. I honestly have no clue. Well, not even say they, because obviously it's one person that blew this game. And the person that blew this game was Caden Boozer. He blew this game for the Duke Blue Devils. One of the Boozer boys. He blew this game for Duke. All you had to do, as soon as they inbounded that ball, and the trap was coming, as soon as you got that ball, all you had to do was hold on to the ball. But what do? You want to throw the ball when the defender got hands up. Chances are, if you do that, bad things are going to come. And that's exactly what happened. And then I'm trying to think of the guys. I'm trying to think of the guy's name that had the steal. Carabin. And then he dishes it off. He dishes it off to Mullins, and then Mullins hits the three and makes it 73-72. And I tried to tell people again, when Duke had that lead, a lot of my people was hitting me up. Oh, it's over. No, it's not. It's not over. Now, mind you, this is coming from somebody who had Duke winning the tournament. My bracket is done. My bracket is kaput now. That's it. It's over. My bracket is done. It's over with. It doesn't matter. Listen, I picked Michigan to go to the Final Four, right? I picked Duke to go to the Final Four. I picked Arizona to go to the Final Four. I can't remember what the other team was, but it don't even matter. Duke is gone. So once they're gone, that's it. My bracket is kaput. I tried to tell people, even with that lead, the lead is not safe because of who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the Duke Blue Devils. And for past years, they have had a history of choking when it matters the most. This right here was case in point. All Caden Boozer had to do was hold on to that ball and let somebody foul him. Worst case scenario, you go to the free throw line and hope to God you make both of them. But knowing Duke the way I do, chances are he probably was going to make 1 out of 2. Next case scenario, UConn gets the ball and then they shoot a 3. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, you probably go to overtime. But all you had to do was hold on to that ball and let somebody foul you and make it a free throw game. But this is a situation where you have players trying to be the smartest people in the room. And Caden Boozer, he blew that game for Duke. If Caden Boozer has a girlfriend right now, don't give him no buns. Don't give him no nookie. Don't give him nothing. Tell him you on your period. Tell him it's that time of the month. Punish him because he's the reason why Duke is not going to the Final Four. He's the reason. But listen, I want to give UConn their props. Even though Duke choked this game away, which they did, anybody that's seen that game knows that Duke choked this game away. But I gotta give UConn their props. I gotta give them their props. Reed Jr., he was basically the only person out there that actually came to play. Now, granted, Mullins hit the game-winning 3 / walk-off 3, and then Carabin hit a key 3 in crunch time as well. The crazy thing is, neither one of them hit a 3 prior to those shots. UConn, I think, was 5? They was 5 for 20-something the whole game shooting 3s. They didn't deserve to win this game. But again, like I said, when you have a history of choking, chances are bad things are going to happen to you. Because if you have a team that shoots 5 for 23 from the three-point line, that's 22%. Chances are you're not winning that game. But again, like I said, Duke choked this game away. Evans didn't show up today. Brown didn't show up today. Cameron Bruiser, he did the best he could. And he was killing offense and defensively. Even Caden Boozer, the Boozer boys, they both did their thing. Unfortunately, that last possession by Duke, that's going to be the one that's going to haunt them. That's the one that's going to haunt them. Because unfortunately, Duke right now was supposed to be getting ready for the Final Four. But unfortunately, they're about to head back to Cameron Indoor. Complete choke job. Once again, a complete choke job. But see, this is what I'm expecting to happen. John Shire got to come to the Coach Shire got to come to the front of the classroom. He got some explaining to do Because this is the second straight year. This is the second straight year that the Duke Blue Devils were in position to either advance to the Final Four or advance to the national title game. 2 straight years. And in 2 straight years, you choked it away. You're the head coach. This is on your watch. This is on your watch. But see, this is where I give UConn props. A low-seeded team would have been down by that much and just said, all right, we're going to lose, but we going to play for our pride, though. Not UConn. Not UConn. Not with Coach Hurley on that sideline. People could say whatever they want about him and being animated and stuff like that on the sideline. I love that about him. I love that about him. That's what he does. And obviously, it gravitates with his players and it gravitates with his fans. So I'm all for it. But yeah, Duke choked this away. Like there's no other way to slice and dice it. They blew this game. And again, for the second year in a row, Coach Shire has to answer for this. But see, this is where the lack of experience come in. This is where the lack of experience comes in. Because an experienced team would have knew the assignment. You get the ball, you hold it, let them foul you, and then let's make it a free throw game for these last, 1 to 5 seconds. Let's make it a free throw game. But in this situation, like I said earlier, Caden Boozer was trying to be the smartest person in the room. And him trying to do that came back and bit them in their ass. It's that simple. Another choke job by the Duke Blue Devils. Another choke job. And the crazy thing is this. North Carolina just had a choke job the first game of the tournament. The first game of the tournament, North Carolina had a choke job. And now, this weekend, before heading to the Final Four, Duke has a choke job. But you got to give props to UConn, though. You got to give props to UConn. They didn't roll over and die. They showed that toughness. They showed that championship pedigree that the Huskies is famous for. But yeah, Duke got to answer to this. They got to answer for this. Coach Shire's got some serious explaining to do. Because this is the second straight year that they have choked in the NCAA tournament. I know next year I'm not picking them. F that. They can go undefeated going into the tournament, and I'm not picking them. This is 2 straight years. This is 2 straight years I've picked y'all to win the national title, and y'all have choked it away. It'd be one thing if you lose. All right, cool, you lose. But these 2 losses are courtesy of chokes when you could have won. So, yeah. And I feel bad for Duke. I'm not even a Duke fan, but I picked them to win. So I can only imagine how they fans feel. They losing their mind right now. They saying to themselves, in the words of DMX, here we go again. I feel bad for them. So now they got to wait. They're going to have this stench in their mouth for the whole rest of the year until the new season starts. And it's going to be a different team because obviously Cameron Boozer will not be there. He's definitely going to the NBA. I don't think Caden Boozer needs to go to the NBA. I don't think he's NBA ready. But Cameron Boozer, he's definitely not going to be at Duke next season. That's not happening. He's definitely in the hunt for National Player of the Year, and he's definitely probably a top 3 pick in the NBA draft. So he's definitely not going to be there next year. But yeah, another choke job by Duke. But congratulations to UConn. Another year that both UConns is going to be in the Final Four, because not only are the men going to the Final Four, the women are going to the Final Four as well. So congrats to both UConn teams, but mainly this one because that's what we was talking about. And just bravo, man. Just bravo. I'm very, very much impressed with this UConn team. And I think they could beat Illinois. I honestly think they can. That Arizona-Michigan one, that's going to be a goodie. But I think UConn can pull it off against Illinois in the Final Four game, in the Final Four semifinals, in the national semifinals. I think they could pull it off. I think that's where experience is going to kick in. Illinois, they got their 15 minutes of fame. They beat Iowa in the Elite Eight. They did their thing in that game. They could party all they want, but next Saturday, that's where experience kicks in. And that's why I got UConn winning. So I'm saying it now. UConn is going to the national title game. Now, will they win that? I don't know, but they're going to the national title game. I'm calling it now. But yeah. I'm just speechless. I'm about to get off this, man. Y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think, man. But it's a wrap for this video. Thank y'all for y'all support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.